It is Psychonauts 2 month, August. The end of this month, Psychonauts 2 is coming out. I can't wait to play this game. I'm a huge fan of platformers, and this is the first platform-centric game for Xbox since Blinx the Time Sweeper. Most people will think of Conker, but Conker was on other platforms. Blinx the Time Sweeper was the first platform-centric game for Xbox made by Artoon, and it utilized the hard drive in the original Xbox to create a unique gameplay experience centered around pausing the game, fast forwarding the game, using features that only a hard drive could allow, much in the same way that Sony and PlayStation 5 are using the SSD in the hard drive to create brand new gaming experiences. However, Blinx the Time Sweeper was not a good game. This looks to be really good. It's based on the original Psychonauts, which has a cult following. But what's interesting here is if you are playing this game on the PlayStation 5, you are not getting a native version. You're getting the PlayStation 4 Pro version. So what does that mean when you break it all down? Essentially, you're getting a max resolution of 2560 by 1440, so 1440p on the PS5. You're getting a frame rate of 60 frames per second. You're not getting HDR and VRR, which, again, 120 frames per second is a bit of an overkill for games like this. You really don't need that. 120 frames per second obviously is something you would need in like a multiplayer shooter, something like that. But action-adventure games, 60's fine, sometimes 30's fine. Now, on the Xbox Series S, you're getting a max resolution, again, of 2880 by 1620. Now, how does that compare to the PlayStation 5? You're getting 2560 by 1440, which is the PlayStation 4 Pro version. There's no native version of the PlayStation 5, so Psychonauts 2 is not taking advantage of the extra horsepower in the PlayStation 5. So essentially, on the Xbox Series S, which is the least powerful next-generation system, you're getting a better experience with Psychonauts 2 than you would be on the PlayStation 5. Now, this isn't some sign that the Xbox Series S is more powerful than the PlayStation 5. This is simply Microsoft not allowing a superior version of a game and a studio that they now own on a competitor's platform. And listen, I agree with this. There is absolutely no reason that you should not take advantage of your ecosystem, of your box, when you own the studio and you want the game to identify with your platform. Now, it is disappointing if you're a fan of Psychonauts and you own a PlayStation. Maybe you don't want a game on an Xbox, you don't own one, you like the PlayStation 5. You can still get this version of the game. Here's something else to think about, right? You've got probably two great platformers on one system so far this generation, early in this generation. So if you own a PlayStation 5, you got Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, and you can also play Psychonauts 2. However, you're not going to get some features that folks on the Xbox are going to get. So that 120 frames per second mode lowers both the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S to 1080p. And again, these aren't native resolutions. 4K, 1620p, which is higher than 1440p for the Series S, and 60 frames per second mode. And again, 1080p with the 120 frames per second mode will probably vary greatly. But if you want that frame rate, you want to check it out, you can on the Xbox Series consoles. I'm interested to see if this quote-unquote disadvantage for PlayStation gamers results in lower sales of Psychonauts 2 on the PlayStation 5. Now, there are over 10 million PlayStation 5s out there. I think the game will do well on the PlayStation 5. There's really no way to judge how well the game does on the Xbox because it's going to be in Game Pass. There's really no need to even purchase the game. But again, the advantages that Microsoft is allowing their users is something I agree with. They should do it. And I'm looking forward to playing this game. I love platformers. Can't wait till the end of August. Let me know what you think about this advantage for Xbox over PlayStation this time around. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.